Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with Star Wars The Clone Wars. Last time on The Clone Wars, we had Dangerous Debt, where Ahsoka and the the Martez sisters, there we go, they tried to escape from the Pike Syndicate, and ultimately kind of just wound up right back in the cell they were in. But we had a little bit of character growth. We got origins on the Martez sisters and a bit of character growth for Rafa. So it was not in vain, you know? But yeah, that's pretty much that. Yeah, this is where I say... I would say no spoilers, but I guess you can't. So we should get started on this episode. Let's see how it all ends, because this should be the final episode of this arc. So, yeah.
What do you think we should do, Ahsoka?
Let's look at how we got here.
Oh, I know the answer to that. We're here because you convinced Trace to dump the spice, and she did.
That was...
I never told her to do that.
Wait, so you're blaming me for this?
If we went through with my original deal, we'd be back on Coruscant counting our money right now.
But your original deal was the problem.
For you.
For me as well.
Well, so much for character growth.
You would betray your friends.
Trust me. They're not my friends.
It's part of the plan.
Where is my spice?
They hid the spice off-world. I don't know where. Send them to go get it and give them one rotation. If they don't come back, I'll tell you where their family's from. That should motivate them.
Ahsoka, why would you say that?
If you don't, I'll torture the information out of your friend here and kill her, you, and your family.
Well, so far so good.
You think he will find out about this?
He knows. He always knows.
Oh. Who is he?
Keep watch. I want to know the instant she leaves the Citadel.
By the way, y'all told me that was Bo-Katan.
What are you up to?
Which I kind of inferred. It was the only Jedi, or not Jedi, Mandalorian I could remember, so...
I still don't understand what Ahsoka was thinking. She knows we don't have any family.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What she did back there, giving herself up for us, that's rare.
Yeah.
You don't see that much.
You mean that was her plan?
I thought that was clear.
Yeah.
Trust
Duh.
me? I don't know. But I'm not gonna let her try, because if she does, she'll hold it over my head.
Tuh.
Wait, you're going back to help her, so you can one-up her?
Now you're catching on.
So how...
Jeez. I hate to get caught in one of those doors.
There is no record of your shipment.
There must be some kind of
Lemon
mix-up.
grab?
I'll clear it all up when I get on the ground.
Oh, okay. Copy that.
See?
Rancher.
If you're half as good at flying as I am at this, we're in great shape.
So she's going to steal spice, deliver it to the Pikes, who already own it, and then get Ahsoka. A very interesting plan.
Delay does not change things. We will proceed
him?
as planned.
You are but one small piece moving in this mechanism which I have designed, and yet, when you falter, it jeopardizes everything.
Just a week ago, they raided one of my shipments arriving on Coruscant.
Well, they're Jedi.
She doesn't know Maul yet.
I have things to attend to. Then you're in. I am certain Crimson Dawn would love the opportunity to take control of your operation.
Oh, yeah. That was in Solo.
He plays members of the collective against one another.
An
Yeah.
efficient way to deal with our kind of business.
She's
Surely
brilliant.
Maul knows we do not jump to his demand.
Would you care to make that clear to him?
Yeah. You want to tell that to Maul? Is he Darth at this point?
Let's find out where you are. Mandalore. What's Maul doing there?
Well, she does know Maul.
You were no petty smuggler.
Oh! Alright, time to go all out.
A Jedi. Are
Yeah.
your friends Jedi as well?
Formerly Jedi.
No, just me. They have no idea.
Well then, the Jedi Council will regret sending you here.
Well,
You just don't want to do the work. That's it, isn't it?
Rafa?
Not now.
uh-oh.
So where
Manager's
is this
here, isn't he?
manager? Huh?
He's right behind you.
All right.
Oh,
I got your manifesto right here.
nope. That didn't work. A good try, though.
Kill her.
Yep. Oh! Look like it hurt. Oh! He's fast. Oh! Okay, that worked. Uh-oh. Now we're fighting up here. He's so big! You can't try to get him to fall over? Ooh. Damn, girl.
Come on! Who's next?
Yeah.
Hey! Whoa!
It's me.
Nice work. Come on.
Let's get the hell out of here. Great job.
We know you are both working for the Republic and this Jedi.
Jedi.
Her?
Former.
A Jedi? Come on. So you're actually a Jedi?
Was a
Yeah.
Jedi.
So
Formerly.
you're not a Jedi.
I was trained, but I left.
You can do that?
Prepare
Yeah.
to execute them all.
When we were in prison, you should have told me.
Tuh. Not important. Look. Time to explode. Up. Alright, now she can really unleash.
After them, or we'll all
I said that like 3 times. Oh, they just escaped. Wow, that was impressive. And they have spice.
Got him.
Good. Oh, good job. Up. Oh, crap.
Lost the rear deflect.
Oh. You're just gonna ram? Oh. Just played chicken with a starship. Alright. Ooh. Mandalorians are coming too.
I don't think they'll come looking for you anytime soon. So maybe
Yeah, they're not happy. You have spice.
Why would anyone walk away from being a Jedi?
it's complicated.
There's some
No
shit.
offense. Let me level with you. You might not think of yourself as a Jedi, but you act like one.
Yeah.
Or at least how I want them to.
Making friends?
Trace, Rafa, back away.
So you remember me?
Bo-Katan.
Don't worry. Death Watch is gone. And now, you and I have a common enemy.
Oh shit.
Maul.
I need your help.
Okay.
Once we are underway, I will explain everything.
We're just going now. Jeez.
You have 5 minutes to decide.
5 minutes.
Sounds like she needs your
That's how long you have.
just like we did.
Alright, man, we're just going right into the next arc. Yeah, I'm gonna miss them. Oh, that was cool. Holy crap. Alright, man, we are really just going straight into the next arc. I like it. Especially, we didn't do that with the Bad Batch. the Bad Batch just ended, and then it's like, all right, and here's Ahsoka. I was like, okay then. So now we are going to just go straight in with Ahsoka and Bo-Katan going after Maul. That is pretty cool. And I also like, how he mentions, like, Crimson Dawn, which I believe was, the one guy, I don't remember his name, in Solo. Let me look it up, because I don't remember. Let me zoom in a bit. Oh, okay. Yeah, Dryden Voss, that was it. Yeah, the whole thing with Dryden Voss, which I believe that was Crimson Dawn, who, yeah, was headed up by Maul. So that was pretty cool how Maul is basically playing all the syndicates and controlling them, which was pretty cool. But yeah, a good end to the Martez arc, I feel like. The only thing I would say is now kind of watching, after watching all four of them, I do think maybe you could have cut this down to 3 episodes, actually, instead of having it be 4, but honestly, I think it all in all, it did work out, as 4 episodes, plus once you add on, tying into, the next arc, I do feel like the 4 episodes is warranted, but I don't know. I feel like it started off maybe stronger than it finished, but I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. So, I mean, it kind of felt just at the end, I don't want to say rushed, but it was a little fast, where it's just like, basically, they get off the ship, they talk for a little bit, and then Ahsoka pretty much immediately leaves with Bo-Katan. So, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, we can go ahead and pop into the notes for this one. The first thing I wrote down was new plan. Very interesting. So Ahsoka's thing was just to get the Martez sisters out of there, and then she would escape, which could have worked. And then I also like that, like with this plan, it's like, oh, it looks like she's selling them out, but in reality, it's just getting them a chance to leave while she stays behind. I like that Rafa does, she does recognize that, and it's like, wow, that's very rare for someone to do that. It's basically such a nice thing to do. So, but it's not really that, well, she wants to return the favor. It's that, well, she wants to one-up Ahsoka, basically. I thought that was funny, that she went back to save Ahsoka specifically to one-up her. Yeah, I thought that was really, really funny. So, but yeah, just that whole plan was very clever. And I do like, because it's like, okay, it's very obvious that, well, Ahsoka's just giving them a chance to flee, Ahsoka's just giving them a chance to flee, and then, that's basically that. And it's like, well, would the Pikes really just let them flee? But they didn't have another choice, they needed that spice. So, which, hey, I always want to say the Rafa sisters, the Martez sisters, they do have all that spice. They could go sell to someone, good, they could go sell it to someone good and get that money, And yeah, that was the next thing I wrote down, was steal back. They specifically stole spice from the Pikes in order to sell it back to the Pikes and save Ahsoka. So, yeah, that was pretty clever, actually. And just that whole scene with them, with Rafa talking to the one guy, the tiny dude with the long face, and, just going, there's no records of this, shipment. And his voice was all weird and stuff. I thought that was funny. And then when they brought in the manager, I thought that was really cool too. This manager who is huge. He's huge, he's the lizard man. I don't know the species, but he's the lizard man, and he is so much stronger. But she did beat him, which was pretty cool. The two of them, actually did some fighting, which was pretty cool. And Rafa ended up beating the manager. So yeah. I wrote down Maul and Mandalore. So yeah, Maul is now again at this point. I want to know, is Maul still Darth yet? I don't know, because that's the thing, is in Rebels it's formerly Darth, now just Maul. So yeah, which also Ahsoka did recognize Maul. So I don't remember, has she met Maul yet, on the show? I don't remember, but she might just recognize him from stories or something. I don't know. She knows about the Sith that was defeated on Naboo, I guess. So yeah. But Maul is playing all the syndicates, which is pretty cool. And they know it. Again, they know it. They know they're being played, but they just have to go with it. And I like, saying it's would you like to be the one to make it clear to him, do you want to be the one that talks to him about some of this stuff? Yeah, it's I would not want to go against Maul either, And that's the thing, is that the reason that he can do all this, that he can completely take over all the syndicates, is he's a Sith. He is a Sith Lord. So, yeah. And they did trace his call back to Mandalore, which again sets up the next arc, which I believe is going to be the Siege of Mandalore, which was also referenced in The Mandalorian. So it would be interesting if, the only thing I could think of would be, because the Mandalorian himself probably won't be in the Siege, but it could be possible that Moff Gideon will be there, which would be pretty cool. So yeah, let's see. And then I wrote down the next escape. Once they learned that she was a Jedi, which was pretty cool. And I like, it is kind of confusing. It's so you were a Jedi. What does that mean? It's well, I left the Jedi Order. And it's why would anyone do that? And yeah, that's kind of a fair point. Why would anyone do that? But, obviously we all know Ahsoka has her reasons, So yeah, that was also interesting. It's not only could they not believe that she was a Jedi, but they also couldn't believe that she wasn't a Jedi. She was a former Jedi. So yeah, and then we did get the escape, which was pretty cool, and shooting the ships and stuff as they escaped. And I did like, Trace got a bit of a moment to shine there when, she basically played chicken with a starship, where, the two of them were going to collide, and then the Pike guy, veered off and then ended up hitting something. So that was very clever. I'm glad that, Trace got a moment in this escape. So that was pretty cool. And then I wrote down True Jedi, which we kind of talked about this a couple episodes back, I feel like. I'm pretty sure we talked about this, that, Ahsoka holds herself to the standards of the Jedi, where the Jedi Order doesn't, And there are some Jedi that don't hold themselves to the true standards of the Jedi, but Ahsoka was, Ahsoka was definitely a true Jedi, even if the Order wasn't, And I think we talked about this in the first episode of this arc, with the Jedi and stuff. Or maybe it was last episode. I don't remember, honestly. That is one thing about all these videos that I do. If I completely forget what I say in these videos. I remember the episodes, and I remember certain things, definitely. Especially, certain things that I talk about. But there's a lot of stuff where it's I just don't remember. Which is always funny when someone calls me out in the comments, oh, you shouldn't have said this, and I'm just sitting there when did I say that? I don't remember, So yeah. Anywho, But yeah, I do know we did talk about that, you know, the standards of a Jedi, you know, and how the Jedi Order itself is not living up to the true standards of the Jedi. Whereas there are key Jedi that would do that, and Ahsoka is definitely one of them, you know? And I like Rafa saying, you know, you carry yourself like a Jedi, or at least how I want the Jedi to carry themselves, you know, how the Jedi should carry themselves, you know? And yeah, honestly, and especially when her only other, like, example of a Jedi is Luminara, yeah, Ahsoka is a lot better, so yeah, I did like that. And then, at the end, Ahsoka is heading off to Mandalore to face the common enemy of Maul, which will be the final 4 episodes of Clone Wars, which is pretty crazy. So, yeah, that's pretty much that. Next time, we will start the Siege of Mandalore arc, which is pretty crazy. And, yeah, I'm very excited to get into that. Hopefully I think we should get a bit of Anakin. I believe from like what the trailers showed us, we'll get the clones and stuff. Maybe we'll get a bit of Order 66 too, because I don't know like at what point. I think this should take place within. This should take place within Revenge of the Sith at this point. But yeah, I don't know. But I'm very excited. I'm very excited to get into the final arc. And yeah, we will get to that next time. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys then. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Clone Wars reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.